Alright, you guys, so I'm back to review Joe Dirt 2 Beautiful Loser. That's right. Who would have thought that Joe Dirt was ever going to get a sequel? I don't know if people were asking for it. You guys know, if you guys know me, then you guys know how big of a fan of Joe Dirt I am. I love that movie, but I wasn't really begging for a sequel. Of course, I was happy that they were doing one. I was very interested. I was very excited to see it. But yeah, Joe Dirt 2 Beautiful Loser is going straight to Crackle, and it's available on Crackle now for you to watch. Crackle's free, so yeah, go check out Joe Dirt 2 Beautiful Loser if you guys like my review of it. But let's talk about this. It's once again starring David Spade as Joe Dirt, and kind of spoilers from the first movie. But I mean, it's been 14 years since the first movie. If you haven't seen the first movie by now, you're probably not going to. So, when this movie starts off, we see Joe, who's happily married to Brandy, and they got little Joe Dirts running around, which I thought was cool because towards the end of the first movie, Brandy says, "I love you, Joe. I want to get married and have little Joe Dirts." Who know? And you know, that's exactly what happened to them. So I'm glad they kind of got what they wanted there. They're happy, and basically Joe gets stuck in the storm, and he time travels back in I think it was the 60s at first, and he's basically just trying to find his way on the right path to make sure everything happens the way it's supposed to. He makes sure he meets Brandy. Brandy falls in love with him, and so yeah, that's basically the overall plot of the movie. Now, what I thought of Joe Dirt 2 Beautiful Loser was, I liked it. I know, call me crazy. I know a lot of people are going to hate this movie because a lot of people didn't like Joe Dirt for some reason. At least people I've come across, a lot of people don't like it. My closest friends, of course, love it. That's why they're my closest friends. But this movie, I liked it, but I thought it was just okay. I knew it wasn't going to be as good as the first one, but I didn't end up hating this movie. I didn't. I had fun with it. I laughed more, than I thought I would have from all the trailers and stuff. I was still excited to see this movie. If you guys seen my Twitter and my Facebook and stuff like that, I've been really really excited. But I do have some problems with this movie, and yeah. So let's talk about some of the problems I have with this movie. Okay, first off, I'm going to start this off. This is just a nitpicky thing. This is no big deal. Trust me, it doesn't really affect your viewing experience of Joe Dirt 2 Beautiful Loser. Is when this movie starts off. Actually, I'm going to rewind a little bit. In the trailers, we seen that Joe has his mullet back, and if you guys seen the first movie, at the end of the first movie, he gets this new hip wig, and but in the trailers for the second one, he's got his mullet back, and I'm like, okay, well, he's going back in time, back when he didn't have that new hip wig. Okay, that's fine, but the movie starts off before he goes back in time, and the movie starts off with him having a mullet, and like when it shows when the kids were born and he married Brandy, he had his mullet back. I don't know if he got a hold of Billy Ray Cyrus or what, but there was never an explanation onto why he doesn't have the new hip wig and why he got his mullet back. Like I said, it's a nitpicky thing. It's not that big of a deal. I know I'm making it seem like a big deal, but it's really not. I don't want to spoil too much of the movie, but they're in the trailer. You do get appearances again from Christopher Walken and the guy who I forget the guy who's playing him. I'm sorry, the guy who's playing Kickin' Wing, and yeah, so they pop up in the movie, and of course Brittany Daniels is back as Brandy, and Dennis Miller is back as Xander Kelly, the old radio DJ that Joe was telling a story to in the first movie. So yeah, they got some of the people back, so some of the favorites. I wish they would have found a way to stick Jamie Presley in there for something, but oh well, no big deal. Let's see, what can I talk about? The comedy, I thought the jokes were very, very funny. Like I said, I laughed. However, I felt like some of the jokes, a few of them, kind of dragged on a little too long. Like, there's a scene involving Joe Dirt's kids' birth that I felt they kind of dragged on a little bit too long. Uh, there's a couple other ones that should have been cut a little bit shorter, but it was funny. I like I said, I laughed a lot, so that's good. Then you got Patrick Warburton here, who you guys might recognize from a lot of stuff. He does like Kronk and the Emperor's New Groove, and Joe from Family Guy, and he's in Ted. He's in Scream 3. He's in that show Rules of Engagement, which David Spade was also on, by the way. But yeah, he's in this movie as well. I thought he was really good. So yeah, like the cameos and stuff of other returning characters, one or two other returning characters that I'm not going to mention because they're not in the trailers. I kind of want you guys to see the movie for yourself. Those were kind of cool tie-ins. Mark McGrath is playing this guy who's trying to hit on Brandy, and stuff like that. And I don't know why they didn't get Kid Rock back. Maybe Kid Rock didn't want to do it. Maybe they just couldn't get him back for some reason. I don't. Maybe it wasn't even written for Kid Rock. But Mark McGrath was good. He was fine. But I thought Kid Rock did a lot better in the first one than Mark McGrath did. In this one, he was still fine. But it felt like they were trying. It felt like the same character. Only Kid Rock did it better. But like I said, guys, I really do like this movie. I'm going to watch it over and over again. I'm hoping it gets a DVD and Blu-ray release so I can go out and buy it. So I won't have to worry about when it gets taken off Crackle and I want to watch it. So Crackle, anybody at Crackle or Joe Dirt 2, and if you have any power at all, put this movie out on DVD and Blu-ray, please. But anyway, like I said, guys, I enjoyed myself. Not as good as the first one, but not as bad as I was a little worried about, but I was still excited. So, Joe Dirt 2, Beautiful Loser, is getting a C+. I think a C+ is a fair rating. Like I said, I do enjoy it. I'm not going to be too harsh on it because I liked it. What can I say? Not nearly as good as the first. So, guys, have you guys watched Joe Dirt 2, Beautiful Loser yet? If not, it's on Crackle. It's free. It's not like if you don't like it, you're not wasting any money or anything. So, just go check it out. It's an hour and a half of your day or whatever. Oh, and I should mention, this movie was like a Joe Dirt spoof movie. Like, it wasn't spoofing Joe Dirt. Joe Dirt was spoofing a lot of other movies in this movie. And I thought that was kind of cool. Like, there's a whole Castaway bit. There's, you got, let's see. It was kind of a Back to the Future type feel to it. It wasn't really Back to the Future, but that's kind of what it felt like. And, yeah, there's a whole bunch of good. Wizard of Oz was a really good one for a minute there. They're spoofing some movies in this one, so I thought I wasn't really expecting that, but that was cool. It was fine. Joe Dirt 2, Beautiful Loser, C+. What do you guys think about it? Comment down below and let me know your thoughts about it. And you gotta keep on keeping on. You can't have no in your heart. Lots of garden, dig it. Yeah. Well, see you later.